Good evening, Mr. Winfrey.
How are you, young lady?
Good. And yourself?
Alrighty.
Today, what are we going to be talking about today?
Yes, in Revelation
Okay.
17.
Okay. And regarding Revelation, I have a couple of questions for you.
Alrighty.
And my first question for you, who is that one that are drunken with the blood of the saints?
The woman that are drunken, I talked about it before, but the woman that are drunken with the blood of the saints, or that whole church. The false prophet is the head of that church. It's the Vatican. Woman that are drunken with the blood of the saints. There's a lot of people don't know that, they think the Antichrist is going to be, a government leader, and stuff. The Antichrist will be a false prophet. He's going to be a political leader and a religious leader. It's the Antichrist. And she the one that going to be drunken with the blood of the saints. That's why the Bible called it a woman. In the Bible, the church represents woman. They have the apostate church, and they have the real church of Jesus Christ. But this is the apostate church, playing herself all as the true church. But it's not the true church. They teach false doctrine, and all these other churches along with it. So I'm going to read the scripture saying, I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyr of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. See, y'all say wonder with great admiration. See, saints, saints do not kill people. Only false churches kill people. It's like Muslim people. They make believe that they're the true church. They have believe in false doctrines and stuff. It's not all of Muslim people, but it's some of them. They believe false doctrine. They believe if you don't believe the way they believe, they will kill you. See, it's not all of them, but it's some of them. A lot of them took on that doctrine of that belief. But that's not the true church. True church don't, even though you believe different, the true church won't kill you, just like Jesus Christ. He didn't kill nobody. Paul, Peter, in the Bible, they didn't kill nobody because they were believing different. If you just believe different, you just leave the person alone, they don't want to listen, Because God tells us to love one another, not to use malice or hurt or kill nobody. Vengeance belongs to God, so we don't do things like that. True church don't kill people. Even though a person believes something wrong, just like people might believe in abortion, might believe in same-sex marriage, all of that. You don't go around killing people because they believe in that, because they are doing it, Vengeance belongs to God. In due time, God take vengeance. But God don't want us to take vengeance. He wants us to just spread His word, tell His word what's right and what's wrong, according to His word. All right.
Okay, my next question is, who carried the woman?
It's the beast government. The beast that had 7 heads and the 10 horns. They carried the government. See, they carried the church. The woman is the church, but they carried her. That's why people be saying that the Antichrist is not a religious leader. Just like it's a political leader. They got the false prophet, not the Antichrist. They got the false prophet is the false prophet, but the false prophet is the Antichrist. The woman ride the beast. If you're riding on a horse, Who is in charge of that horse? You tell that horse what to do, where to go. See, therefore, the false prophet is the head. He telling those 10 kings what to do. See, all those other government too, he telling them what to do. Those beasts before the 10 king came in. He's riding, the woman is riding the beast, and he's telling them what to do. You ride on a horse, you pull left, the horse will go left. You pull right, the horse will go right. You tell them to get up and go left or go right, the horse will follow. So therefore the woman is the head. The false prophet is the head. He telling those government what to do. The government going along with him. But the government are getting mad at the end time, them 10 horns, because destroy that whole church. You see, it's like a horse. A lot of times a horse don't want to listen to you. They take you and throw you off. See. Same with the government and do the same thing. And the people at the time, the government, that's why the Bible tell you that kings of the earth, you know, she reigned over the kings of the earth. I mean, she rules over the kings of earth. In verse 17, verse 18, I'm going to read it to you. It says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. See, the woman is the church. She reigned over the king of reign, meaning rule over the kings of the earth. See, a lot of people don't get it. See, and it's wrapped there in the Bible. The woman ruling over the kings of the earth. Kings of the earth is ruling over the king, ruling over the people. And that woman ruling over the king. All those kings. See. So she's telling them kings what to do, saying the king tell the people what the people got to follow the king. So she ruling over everybody, the whole world. See. That's what people don't see, they don't get. You know. Like I said, when you're riding, you know, the beast carried the woman. It's like you're riding a horse, the beast carrying you. But you make the beast go where you want it to go. The king got to listen to the woman, the church, the leader of that church. The leader of the church is a false prophet. See, we all know the leader of the church is the Pope, you know, in the last days. The leader of that church. The last Pope that will come in, not this Pope, but the last Pope, because it's not time yet. It's not the end yet. The Lord said it, you know. You think it's be the end, but it's the end. It's not yet. What Jesus Christ talked about in Matthew 24. The end is not yet. We see wars and rumors of wars, but the end is not yet. That's what's wrong with these false prophets. They want to jump to the end too quick. It's like what R.G. said. He said the world won't make it to 2018. See, when Israel became a nation in 1948, and it said 70 years by 2018. In 2018, almost here, ain't got but a year left in a few days. See, and the Antichrist gonna rule in 3.5 years. Where is the Antichrist? The two witnesses haven't came, and the two witnesses gotta rule 3.5 years. That'll go to 2020, most 19 something, you know, 2020. And people can't think. And they started believing what the man said. He's a true prophet of God. And he said the Lord said it. You see. But he don't want to play back that tape from that time. He don't want people to know his lies. Just like these politicians. See, that's how they catch all these politicians, by playing back the tape. See. That's all they do is lies. They lie right in the front of your face. It's like a man with his wife. Knowing the wife looking, sometimes the wife looking at him, he's still trying to lie. You know, just like people do with the camera on them, they still try to lie with the camera on them. Yeah. You know, it's deceived, you know. They don't want to accept the truth no more. You know, they don't want to make everybody know that they are liars. You know, but the prophets are liars. You know, a lot of them be saying that, you know, they'll go back to animal sacrifice and all of this. The Bible talk about the sacrifice in the Bible. It's the saints are the sacrifice, the daily sacrifice. See, in the Old Testament it was animal sacrifice. When the New Testament, the saints are the daily sacrifice. When Christ done died, he done away with animal sacrifice. We present our body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God. This is our reasonable service. See, that's what the Bible said in Romans chapter 12. So, daily sacrifice are the saints. If you're living right for God and obeying God, so you're the daily sacrifice. You gotta understand that. More people don't understand. You know, the Bible now, if it would be like we were living in the Old Testament, then it would be animal sacrifice. Under the New Testament, we present our body a living sacrifice. You know, that's what makes the difference. That's what Daniel's prophecy was for the end time. Not for the Old Testament, when it was in the Old Testament. It's like what John was trying to explain, thing about, you know, about those locusts and stuff like that. See, the locusts and stuff like that is plain at the end time. Back then it was horses and chariots. Now locusts and stuff like that, it's not plain helicopters. That's how we fight now. We don't fight with chariots and horses. You know, you have to understand what time we're living in. John just sort of trying to explain the time where he was living in chariots. You know, in the end times, why he said he had wings. And it make noise as chariot, just like when a plane take off, he make noise. Just like a wagon, like a chariot. And he had wings now, you know, the plane. Back then, no chariot didn't have wings. Yeah, chariots and horses. See, that's the difference. But that's all I want to explain to y'all, you know, about the false prophet is the Antichrist. A lot of people that's teaching people all type of wrong songs we hear on radio, on shortwave radio, then on television about the Antichrist is going to be a political leader. The Antichrist is the religious leader and a political leader. It's like Nebuchadnezzar would. He ruled the government and the political leader, you know, and the religious together. It'd be all in one. Just like God set up his government when he gave Moses, it was all in one. The religion and ruling the government was all in one. That's how the Antichrist gonna have. But Satan always copycat. You know, to have it in one. Same leader. Nebuchadnezzar did the same thing. Everybody had to bow down to that image what he set up. And he was ruling the government. Ruling everybody, all those nations. Same thing. Antichrist will do the same thing. Set up an image and make you bow down to us, the religious. Yeah, and ruling the government, telling them 10 horn what to do. See, so many people don't understand. It's right before your eyes. You can read that, like I said, in Revelation chapter 17, verse 18. Tell you that, I'm going to read it again. Saying, the woman which thou sawest is that great city, and that's Rome, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. Reigneth means rule over the kings of the earth. See, the church rule over the kings of the earth, and they have a church, they have a leader. And the leader is the Pope. That last Pope will come in, like when the 10 horn get here. Not this Pope now, because like I said, we're not time. We're just in the first and second beast. We're not in the third beast yet. When the United States horn be broken, we'll get into the third beast. That's all I wanted to bring to y'all today.
Well, we thank you, Mr. Winfrey.
You're welcome. You know, I hope y'all get an understanding, you know, and try to make people to understand God's word, because we don't heard so many lies this day and time. At the end time, why our Lord said there'll be many false prophets, you know. When the time comes, they keep changing, you know, and saying different things, saying that they ain't said it and all. But people have technology now, tape and videos, everything. Can't lie and say you haven't said this. Come on. They know that you're a liar. All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Winfrey. Will you have a blessed evening?
Yeah, you too.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right. God bless you.